What is up, everyone? I'm coming on here for a couple of picks for championship weekend, championship day today, which is the Eagles Commanders, which I actually gave out some picks Friday night on that. So hopefully you guys lock those in. And then for the Chiefs Bills game, I focus more on the Chiefs on Friday on my video Friday. I actually have some Bills plays today. So I got some Bills plays, and then I also have some Counter-Strike 2, and then I actually have a play on Sleeper and on Betr. So you guys are getting 3 plays today. I will say, you guys see the screen, there's been a lot of red the past couple of days. We have not been doing well. I want to be transparent with you guys. That is a big reason why I started this channel, because I tried to find plays on YouTube, on Twitter and stuff, and the guys would win, but the guys would definitely lose too, and they would never show their losses. They would act like they would win every single day. It's definitely been one of those stretches where we've lost and we've gotten very unlucky, and I could go through and I could talk about all these picks and the different reasons we've gotten unlucky. For example, this one pops up right here in QZ. This guy got 2 kills on the very last round. Okay, so he was at 27, and then right before they were about to lose the game, he ended up getting 2 kills. Their whole team dies, and then he ends up going over in that last round, right? And I could go on, right? We had setups over here in the top right. These ended up not hitting. This guy had 2 headshots on the first map, and then he ends up getting like 9 headshots in the next maps, or 10 or something like that. And he averages like 20% headshot average or something like that. So I could go on and on. I will say, though, it has not been too good of a past couple of days. So hopefully you guys appreciate the transparency. I mean, that's all it is, right? Sometimes we're on the top of the mountain and everything is hitting for us. And then sometimes that's just how betting is, right? And we just feel like we cannot win, but we always climb out of it. I do want to show you guys the graph, obviously, and how we are doing. But again, my 2 pillars of this channel is being extremely transparent. I do not want to ever lie to you guys and say like, oh, we did amazing, because we didn't. And that's completely fine. That's how betting goes sometimes. And then also, I obviously want to spend all my time trying to make you guys money. And that is what I've been able to do over the past 6 or 7 months here on this long-term graph right here. So you can see this long-term graph that we are up and to the right extremely well. It's extremely consistent. Our all-time highs was right around 495 units. We are now down to about 455 units. And you can see this little dip here, right? This has been about the past week right here. It's been a tough week. I won't lie. If you're on the VIP, it's been a tough week. But you can see that we've had dips like this before, right? We had a dip down here. We rose up. We had a dip here. We rose up. We had a dip here. We rose up. We always rise out of the dips, right? Even though it's been a little bit of a more extended dip than I would have hoped, we definitely always rise up out of the dips right here. This is 2025. So really over the past, 25 days now in January right here. You can see we had a really, really great run at the beginning of January. Like the first 15 days of January were just absolutely incredible. And I know it's hard, because it's like that you kind of think that we're going to keep doing that performance. I thought we were going to keep doing that performance. And I was really ecstatic about it, and then just have been declining over this past week, which really sucks. Again, I want these plays to hit just as much as you guys. So hopefully you guys understand that. Again, over the long term, this is why it's really important to track your bets, because you need to zoom out and you need to say, okay, it's been a bad week. I know I feel like this right now, but over the whole 6 months, 7 months, I know my strategy works long term, and we're going to stick to the plan. We're going to stick to the strategy. We are profiting before NFL and college football season. We are profiting during NFL college football season. Now at the tail end of it, we're still going to be profiting, and obviously football season's about to end, really, which is sad. And we're going to still be profiting, you guys, over the summer, over the spring. There's going to be XFL as well as Canadian football, and then there's also going to be a ton of esports, which esports honestly is my bread and butter. I love esports, and I love betting on esports, and we've done really well betting on esports. So let's get into the first play of the day. Like I said, I have 3 plays for you guys, so trying to give you guys a lot of value today. I have really been talking about these plays all week. Shakir over 5 receptions. I was looking over all the plays for tonight's game, and I just can't find any plays better than this. Like, I could go, Travis Kelce. I know a lot of people are on him. I know people are on Patrick Mahomes. I know people are on, maybe Josh Allen, rushing or something like that. I can't find a better pick than Shakir over 5 receptions for the life of me. So we're going to take it again. I've actually given this play out 2 times already on YouTube. For some reason, the Counter-Strike plays DMP'd twice in a row. Okay, so it's just been a weird week like that. This play right here should not DMP. I know these teams, they should play their game. I don't know why they would ever DMP. So we do have Shakir over 5 receptions, and then we have James Cook under 14 rush attempts, okay? So if you guys are with me, I do think the Chiefs are probably have the edge here. I think the Chiefs have the edge. They have Mahomes. They have that X factor. But either way, I think this is going to be a close game, okay? I think the Bills are going to have to pass in this game, whether they like it or not. I told you guys earlier in the week, Shakir is one of those possession receivers, He has 2-yard slant routes. He does bubble screens. He does little screens here and there. I think he might be able to get 5 receptions alone just from screens. Okay, if you watch the past Chiefs-Bills game that they had in the middle of the season, he had like 5 receptions just off of bubble screens, screen passes, slant routes, little in routes, stuff like that. And then that's not even considering, I think he had a couple deep balls too over the middle of the field. So Shakir, the more he has chances to catch the ball, right? So the more chances that Josh Allen's throwing the ball, the more that the Bills are throwing, the more likely that Shakir is going to get those receptions, right? So the more likely the more they throw the ball, the more likely Shakir is going to get receptions, and then the less likely that James Cook is going to run the ball. Okay, so if you guys have watched football, this is going to be true 30 years from now. This is going to be true 30 years ago. This is true now. When you're winning the game, you run the ball. When you're not winning the game, you pass the ball. Okay, because you want to try to get back into this game. So if it's a close game, if Bills are even trailing in this game, they're not going to want to run the ball because that's going to waste the clock, okay? So the more passes that the Bills have to do, the more likely that Shakir is going to get more receptions, and the more likely that James Cook is going to go under his rush attempts. He did only have 9 rush attempts, actually, in the middle of the season game that they played, and the Bills still won that game by like 8 or 9, okay? And it was a closer game than it just being 8 or 9 points, but he only had 9 rush attempts, you guys. So they didn't really focus him. They focused Shakir a lot here. So again, this is very correlated, and this is what I do. This is my main strategy right here. Probably 95% of my bets are correlated in some way. And what this is if the Bills are in situations where they have to pass a lot, right? If they're trailing the game, if it's a close game, they have 2-minute drills, stuff like that. Shakir's likely to go over his line, and then James Cook is likely to go under his line. Counter-Strike right here, a little bit less self-explanatory, just because I'm sure a lot of you guys probably more watch football than you guys watch Counter-Strike, but this is also very correlated together, okay? The longer a game goes on, the more kills that happen. The shorter the game goes on, the less kills that happen. So if we actually look at this, this is a play that I sent out here. I actually sent this out to the VIP yesterday, and I took the overs, and I sent it out to the VIP, and I said, this was a championship game against 2 of the best teams in the world. And I think that this was going to be a longer game because these are very evenly matched teams, okay? And the game is likely to go into overtime. And that's exactly what happened. On map 1, they went to overtime. They played like 30-plus rounds in map 1. And this Zontex guy right here got like I think he got like 26 kills in map 1 alone, okay? So he more than hit half of his projection in map 1 alone. They played 3 maps, you guys. So these guys are playing 2 maps. And these are very evenly matched teams, and also they're not so good teams, okay? They're not top in the world. They're like top 200 teams. They're like tier 3 or 4 teams. And what happens with those teams is they cannot close games out, okay? They don't know how to end games. The games will just go on and on and on, right? So pretty much what I'm saying, the longer a game goes on, if it goes into overtime, the more kills that should happen between these guys, and the more kills that everyone in the game in total should get, right? So I'm taking these 2 guys to go over. I do Counter-Strike all the time. It's one of the best ways to correlate plays, and then you also really do not get much payout shift from Counter-Strike. So I will also say this is a full 10x entry right here. A lot of times if you guys pair up NFL together with pass yards, receiving yards, or you guys do some other esports stuff like that, you'll get 7x, 7.5x payout shifts. This is a full 10x payout shift, which is also really important. Before I get into the next plays, if you guys want to get more of my VIP picks, you can get actually 2 months free completely today. That'll be all of my Super Bowl plays. That'll be into the spring, and that'll be a lot of esports, a lot of, I think the XFL is starting and stuff like that, which is going to be great for correlation. All you have to do is text me the word picks to my number right here on the screen. I will get you guys 2 free months of the VIP. All you're gonna have to do is sign up for Vivid Bets with my code. My code right here is Detective. Once you put that code in and then send me a screenshot of proof that you deposited $10 with my code on Vivid Picks, I will send you guys 2 free months of my VIP, a code to get 2 free months of my VIP. Please text me first. I don't want you guys to mess up. I want you guys to make sure that you do it correctly. So it would suck if you guys sign up and you forgot to put in my code, or you put in the code wrong or something, and then it kind of is what it is, right? I have different apps that I can help you guys sign up for. You guys can also sign up for something like Betr, which I'll get into today. But first and foremost, the best way is to text me the word picks, and I'll get you guys 2 free months of the VIP. Again, my number is right here on the screen. It's my personal number. I'll text you back in like 5 to 10 minutes, I promise. So let's get into the next plays, you guys. We do have 2 plays that I'm going to run through pretty quick here. They are big promos on these different apps, right? So sleeper promo, we have Josh Allen discounted down to 194 pass yards. Normally he's at I think he's at 240 on on a lot of apps. So this is a good like 45 to 50 yard discount right here. So we're going to take that. And then we're going to take Harrison Butker to go under 1.5 field goals made. We're pretty much getting like a plus 100 odds here. And across all other books, they have him at minus 120. So we're getting at a like 20 point discrepancy between a lot of other books. Pretty much a lot of other books think that he's much more likely to go under this line than over this line, and Sleeper actually does not think that. Sleeper pretty much has him at even odds right here. So we can see we're getting a 3.4x on this, 3.46x on this, which is actually really, really good, you guys. We're going to have $10 to win 34, almost $35 if this does hit. So lock this in on Sleeper. If you guys don't have Sleeper, I will have a link in the description for that. I really recommend Sleeper. It's one of the best bankroll build apps out there. All right, and then I also kind of talked about Betr as well. There's a big discount on this. Especially the days where there's big games, I always go through my apps and I look if there's discounts, because a lot of times these apps are going to give out discounts for these big games, right? So I went on Betr and I was like, they probably have a discount for this game. They do, but actually the best discount on Betr right now is this SGA discount. So he's discounted down to 18.5 points plus rebounds. His line's normally like 35 or something. It's like half of his line. So he's easily going to hit this. I mean, he'll hit this in the first half. He's averaging like 32 points or something. So we'll take this over, and then we're going to take Patrick Mahomes over 4.5 rush attempts. I like this on PrizePicks too, you guys. So if you guys are looking for some sort of play, single play, I do like Patrick Mahomes over 4.5 rush attempts just as a single play out there. You can take it on PrizePicks, but I really do recommend it on Betr, because you're not going to get SGA at 18.5 points plus rebounds on PrizePicks, you guys. Probably like, I think it's like 36 or 35, something like that. So lock this in on Betr, lock this in on Sleeper, and then obviously lock this in on PrizePicks, you guys. We do have some setups going into today. So we have these two plays. I already showed these, I think, but these two, I mean, we're rooting for them, right? We have Jalen Hurts, Devontae Smith to go under. We have Jaden Daniels, Terry McLaurin, and Jalen Hurts to go over right here. Yeah, so overall, you guys, let's hope to hit these today. Let's hope to hit these plays on PrizePicks. I know it's been a rough couple of days. I promise you we will get back into the swing of things, and 2 weeks from now, we'll be looking at that. We will be on the up and up and look back to today and be like, wow, we were really down, but we always rise up, you guys, as you can see in this graph right here. So again, if you want 2 free months of the VIP, please text me the word picks to my number on the screen. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in tomorrow's video.